So Taylor, it's very important, obviously, that parents get the right school for their child. How should they go about actually making that choice, choosing the right school for their child?
That is the big question. Now, I can't give a definitive answer for that because, as you rightly said, it has to be the right school for that child, and the parent is the expert on their child and what will suit their child, because what is the right school for one child may not be the right school for another, and not only for academic reasons but also for other reasons. So these are some of the points for parents to consider in making their decision. First of all, a visit to the school is a must. If you're considering sending your child to a school for probably the next 5 years and quite possibly for the next 7 years of their secondary schooling, then I think that warrants a visit, at least one visit. So most schools have their open evenings in September and October of year 6, so that's a must. And many of them also have open mornings or open days, and that also is a must for any school that a parent is seriously interested in. Now, it's not enough just for the parents to visit the school, but also for the child to visit the school, because that child will spend quite possibly the rest of their childhood in that school, and it's a place where they should feel like, yes, they could feel at home, they could be happy in this place. And there's schools, they all have a different feel, and when you go there, yes, the schools all put on a little bit of a show when they have their open evenings and even when they have their open days, but still you get a sense of the atmosphere of the school, the feel of the buildings, the way that the staff are and the way that the children are, and so on. So that will help to make a better decision, because you can get a very different impression of a school when you actually go there compared to how it appears on their website or compared to what their league tables say. So that's very important, and I would say that's the most important thing. And then I mentioned league tables. I think that's a relatively minor reason. That's a personal view, though. But you might want to have a look at the league tables to see whether the school is up and coming, or whether its results are in decline, or whether they're stable at a reasonably good standard, or what have you. So you can look at the league tables. Now, for parents looking at league tables, what I would say is this, that GCSEs are interesting, but A-level results are more useful. Because for most parents who are considering sending their children to grammar school, they're aspiring that their children will very likely go on to university. And it is the A-levels which primarily will open the door to university. So, and the grammar schools generally do very well, all of them, across the board in GCSE. So there's not much to distinguish them from one another. But when it comes to A-levels, the differences are, if you like, more marked. And you might also want to look at the choices of A-level subject, because your child may already have some idea what kind of career they want. It's unlikely, but if they do, then at least you know that they can get to do a full range of A-levels relating to their subject if they wish to. So that's another consideration. And another consideration which is really important, again going back to this thing that they may actually spend 7 years in this school, is the logistics. Is that if it's going to be an hour's commute each way every day for the rest of their school lives, that's taking out a lot of time over those 7 years, and it can be quite a long day for the child. So the logistics of it, the location, in other words, how easy is it to get to the school and so on. It might be that the school is far, but there's a convenient bus service, so then that's solves the problem, but that's worth looking at. So the logistics is a factor to consider. The other criterion you might like to consider is if you do know anybody who has sent their child to the school, whether it's a friend, a relation, some parent at the school, you can ask them about their experience, because they'll have an insight into the school in a way that you won't really get from any other source. So that's worth considering. So in summary, I would say there are 5 criteria that parents should consider, and how important each one is very much an individual parental choice. So I would say what impression you and your child get when you visit the school, positions in league tables, performance in GCSEs and especially in A-levels, the recommendations of parents who've sent their children there, and the feedback from the children themselves, and logistics of getting to and from school, travelling time and convenience, safety of your child, and so on.
Okay, I want to do that. And if you'd like to find out more about the courses available, or just have some questions about the 11 Plus, then give Sir Tailor or one of his colleagues a call on the number provided through the Contact Us button.